Have you ever felt like you're carrying a heavy bag on your back, one that gets heavier with every step you take? This bag is filled with your past mistakes, regrets, things you wish you could change. What if I told you that you could set that bag down? Today, I want to share a powerful story that might just change the way you see your past and help you finally start living in the present. Once upon a time, two monks, a senior and a junior, were on a long pilgrimage. They walked for days, their journey taking them through forests, across rivers, and over mountains. One afternoon, they came to a river with a strong current. There, standing by the riverbank, was a young woman in a beautiful silk kimono. She looked distressed. She needed to cross the river but was afraid of the rushing water and of ruining her expensive clothes. Seeing her predicament, the junior monk, who had taken strict vows never to touch a woman, simply walked past her, pretending not to notice. He was focused on his vows and his destination. But the senior monk stopped. He looked at the woman with compassion, smiled gently, and without a word he lifted her onto his back. He waded carefully through the powerful current, carrying her safely to the other side. He set her down, she bowed deeply in gratitude, and they went their separate ways. The two monks continued their journey in silence, but the junior monk was fuming. He was scandalized. How could his master, a respected senior monk, break such a fundamental vow? He couldn't believe what he had witnessed. For hours he walked behind his master, replaying the scene over and over in his mind. The anger and judgment built up inside him like a pressure cooker. He rehearsed all the things he wanted to say, all the accusations he wanted to hurl. Finally, as evening approached and they were setting up camp for the night, the junior monk couldn't hold it in any longer. He exploded. "Master, how could you do that? We have taken vows never to touch a woman. You picked her up, you carried her across the river, you held her in your arms, you broke your sacred vows? How could you be so careless? What will people think?" He went on and on, his voice filled with righteous indignation. The senior monk listened patiently, a calm and serene expression on his face. When the junior monk had finally run out of steam, the master looked at him with kind eyes and said something truly profound. He said, "I set that woman down by the river hours ago. Why are you still carrying her? Just let that sink in for a moment. I set that woman down hours ago. Why are you still carrying her?" This simple story holds a massive lesson for all of us. How often do we do this in our own lives? How often do we carry around our past mistakes, our grievances, our regrets, long after they've happened? We replay arguments in our heads, we obsess over what we should have said or done differently. We hold on to grudges against people who hurt us years ago. We are just like that junior monk, carrying a heavy burden that isn't even ours to carry anymore. The past is like that woman by the river. It happened. It was a moment in time. The senior monk acknowledged the situation, did what was needed with compassion, and then he let it go. He moved on. He was present in his journey. The junior monk, however, clung to the event. He wasn't just carrying the memory. He was carrying the judgment, the anger, and the resentment. That burden was weighing him down, stealing his peace, and preventing him from enjoying the rest of the journey. Think about your own life. What are you still carrying? Is it a mistake you made at work? A relationship that ended badly? A hurtful comment someone made to you? Maybe it's a dream that didn't pan out the way you hoped. These things are like ghosts that follow us, whispering in our ear, reminding us of our failures and our pain. But here's the secret: you have the power to set them down. Letting go of the past doesn't mean pretending it never happened. It doesn't mean you condone what was done or that you don't learn from your mistakes. It's not about forgetting. It's about forgiveness. And most importantly, it's about forgiving yourself. It's about accepting that you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. It's about acknowledging the event, feeling the emotions, and then consciously deciding not to let it define your present moment. Living in the present is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice. It starts with awareness. The next time you find yourself ruminating on the past, just notice it. Acknowledge it without judgment, just like the senior monk. You can say to yourself, there's that old story again, I see you. Then gently bring your focus back to the here and now. What can you see right now? What can you hear? What can you feel? Anchor yourself in the present moment. One practical way to do this is through mindfulness or meditation. Even just 5 minutes a day of focusing on your breath can train your brain to let go of distracting thoughts and stay centered. Another way is to engage your senses. Go for a walk and pay attention to the feeling of the sun on your skin, the sound of the birds, the smell of the fresh air. Taste your food with intention instead of eating mindlessly while scrolling on your phone. These small acts pull you out of the past and plant you firmly in the present. The junior monk let one single moment from his past ruin his entire day. He missed the beauty of the landscape, the peace of the journey, and the wisdom of his master because he was so preoccupied with what had already happened. How many beautiful moments are we missing in our own lives because we are still carrying the burdens of yesterday? Your past does not have to be a life sentence. It can be a lesson, a story, a stepping stone, but it doesn't have to be the heavy bag you carry forever. You have a choice in every moment. You can choose to be the junior monk, angry and burdened, or you can choose to be the senior monk, compassionate, present, and free. So, I ask you again, what are you carrying? And more importantly, are you ready to set it down? The river is behind you. The journey is ahead. The only moment you truly have is this one right now. Live in it. Cherish it. Because the present moment is a gift, and it's the only place where life truly happens. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content to help you live a more mindful and fulfilling life. I'll see you in the next video.